We are much aided at the Human Rights Campaign by incredible spokespeople. People like Mitchell Anderson and Greg Louganis and Candace and a number of others. One of my favorite people, we've become very, very close, and the reason I love this woman is that she was brought up in Hollywood and could have become anything. If you're going to grow something in Hollywood, you never know what your children will become. And she really had everything and could have done anything with her life. But in her coming out process, what she chose to do is to commit in a very deep way, in a passionate way, to civil rights. Is that a word? Yeah. Thank you. I'm very tired. This is our third convention this month. So it is my great pleasure to introduce my friend and a dear, you know, sort of employee of the Human Rights Campaign, Chastity Bono.
Thank you very much. Quite a sweet introduction. Where to begin? Well, I guess, I don't know if a lot of you know my story or not, but after many, many years of being dogged by the tabloids and having terrible things printed about me, and the only really true thing was that I was a lesbian, I decided to take the whole matter into my own hands, and I came out on the cover of the National Gay and Lesbian News magazine, The Advocate.
All right.
And that happened a year ago, this past April. Subsequently, as a result of that, I found that my eyes were open for the very first time to what's really going on in the gay and lesbian community. I mean, it's so interesting how, you know, when we're hiding in the closet, we're just kind of like living with our heads in the clouds, and then all of a sudden you come out and you realize, you know, wow, we can be fired from our jobs just because we're gay. You know, we don't have the basic human rights that every other group of people has. And after I came out, I got many calls from different organizations to get involved. And David Smith, here from the Human Rights Campaign, called me up and asked me to get involved with the reintroduction of the Employment Non-Discrimination Act to Congress. And I remember after that call kind of mulling it over and discussing with my girlfriend and thinking, you know, if I do this, I'm going to become political, and I don't know if I want to do that. And I kind of thought coming out was enough. You know, do I have to go further? And I made the decision to get involved, and I flew out to Washington, and I just was completely blown away by the work that the Human Rights Campaign was doing, and what, you know, our treatment was in this country as gay, lesbians, and bisexuals. So after doing a couple other events for them, I came to Elizabeth at the end of last year and basically begged her to let me be a spokesperson for them. And she was gracious enough to allow that. And since then, I've been traveling around the country talking about the importance of voting and getting involved, and the political process, and coming out, and the Employment Non-Discrimination Act, and all of the things that are so important to the Human Rights Campaign, and just talking about all the wonderful work that they do and why it's so important to support them. And now it's like we're coming full circle almost, because on September 5th, ENDA is going to be added as an amendment to DOMA. And so I kind of feel like the work that originally got me started is totally come around, and we really, really need all of your help to try to turn a really bad situation into something that could possibly be positive. So, you know, thank you all for coming. And being supportive, and, you know, keep up the good work. Thank you.
In just a few